हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम बैक टू द लर्निंग स्फीयर बाय अक्षिता। और आज हम हमारा पार्ट 4 कंप्लीट करेंगे, जो कि लास्ट पार्ट रहेगा इस चैप्टर का। इसमें हम पढ़ेंगे विजुअल सिंबल्स प्लस नेशनलिज्म एंड समरी फॉर बोर्ड्स। लेट अस स्टार्ट। यूरोप के हर नेशन के पीछे एक कहानी है, एक सिंबल है। तो बात करेंगे हम नेशनल सिंबल्स ऑफ यूरोप की। सबसे पहले बात करते हैं मैरियान, फ्रांस, the female allegory of the French Republic representing liberty and reason. Next, coming towards Germania, called Germany, a powerful female figure which symbolizing German unity and strength. Next, coming towards broken chains. It is a universal symbol of freedom from oppression and autocratic rule. Then let us talk about red cap. Red cap, the Phrygian cap, the cap of liberty worn by freed slaves in ancient Rome, adopted as a revolutionary symbol representing freedom and the birth of citizenship rights. Now let us talk about symbolic elements in national art. Flag and tricolor. They became powerful symbols of unity. The tricolor design represented revolutionary ideals spreading across Europe. The rays of sunlight represent enlightenment, knowledge, and the dawn of new era. Oak leaves and laurels represented strength and endurance in German iconography, while laurel symbolized victory and honor. नेशनलिज्म आफ्टर 1871. नेशनलिज्म अब यूनिटी का नहीं, डोमिनेशन का टूल बन गया. दिस एक्सट्रीम नेशनलिज्म क्रिएटेड राइवलरीज. WW1 का सीड यहाँ से ग्रो हुआ. ड्यू टू यूनिफिकेशन एरा, imperial competition, rising tensions. Next is how nationalism became dangerous. Due to superiority complex, imperial expansion, military build-up, alliance systems. चलिए एक बार कंप्लीट चैप्टर समरी देखते हैं. 1789 में स्टार्ट हुआ था फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन. इट वाज द बर्थ ऑफ मॉडर्न नेशनलिज्म. In 1799 to 1815, Napoleon's era. His conquest inadvertently awakened national consciousness in occupied territories. In 1815, it was Congress of Vienna. Conservative powers attempted to restore old order and suppress nationalist movements. Then started, from 1830 to 1848, Liberal Revolution. It was wave of uprising across Europe demanding constitutions and national unity. From 1860s to 1871, it was unification era. Germany unified under Bismarck's blood and iron policy. Italy achieved unity through efforts of Mazzini, Cavour, and Garibaldi. Britain underwent gradual parliamentary reforms. Let us look at our key leaders and their contribution. Giuseppe Mazzini. He was the visionary who inspired Italian unity through his revolutionary ideas and Young Italy movement. Next is Count Cavour, pragmatic statesman who used diplomacy and strategic alliances to unify northern Italy. Upcoming Giuseppe Garibaldi. He was a military hero who conquered southern Italy with his red shirts, uniting it with the north. Next is Otto von Bismarck. He was German chancellor who unified Germany through calculated wars and political maneuvering. He was Iron Chancellor. Next is British reformers. Gradual expansion of voting rights and parliamentary power created British unity without revolution. And the last, French revolutionaries. Pioneers who first articulated modern concepts of national citizenship and popular sovereignty. चलिए एक बार बोर्ड रिवीजन के हिसाब से फिर से देख लेते हैं. नेशनलिज्म इज इक्वल टू यूनिटी प्लस शेयर्ड आइडेंटिटी. फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन इज मॉडर्न नेशनलिज्म. नेपोलियन, he played mixed role. Congress of Vienna, conservatism. In 1830, France plus Belgium. 1848, liberals plus workers. Germany unified by Bismarck. Italy by Mazzini, Cavour and Garibaldi. Britain, gradual unification. National symbols, important. This completes your entire chapter. Boards ready. और क्रैश कोर्स के न्यू चैप्टर्स के लिए कमेंट में लिखो. So here we have completed our chapter 1. I hope you all have loved it, like it. तो अच्छे से पढ़ना है, समझना है और कोई डाउट्स है तो कमेंट में ज़रूर पूछना है. So comment, share, like and follow. The Learning Sphere by Akshita.